2, 1, action, bitch. What up, everyone? Welcome to TheNiccShow. We are on another episode, so let's get it. So today's topic is going to be the influence of hip hop and it on all cultures throughout we'll focus on the U.S. How do you think hip hop has influenced culture in today's day?
Definitely, hands down, glorifying money, making it big. Because you hear it in all the big hip hop songs. It's like, I got this money, I got this new car, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got that. So it's definitely putting materialism on a pedestal. And so, in a negative sense, that's what I think it is. In a positive sense, I definitely think hip hop has definitely influenced people to be more motivated, work for what they want, and just actually get out there and fucking get it. So that's my take.
Definitely, I get that. How do you feel about hip hop being mixed now? Like, hip hop used to be stemmed around black culture essentially, and now hip hop, like, there's Post Malone who's taken hip hop and added a little bit of like rock mix to it. If you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Now, coming from like a rock background, like that's all I used to listen to growing up, middle school, high school, even early college. I listened to like the heavy metal kind of shit, you know? And so hip hop branching out into those other realms, it works, plain and simple. It got me into hip hop. I know it got a bunch of other people into hip hop too. So I think it's great. I mean, there's nothing bad about it.
Definitely. I feel the same way. I feel like mixing hip hop is making the fan base hit. If you guys don't know, hip hop is the #1 genre right now, and has been for like the past 8 years, I believe now. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons, like artists like Post Malone and like, you know, a lot of even though R&B stems from hip hop, like a lot of R&B making a variety mix of like R&B and rap. You know what I mean? Exactly. All these like, you know, white artists who are bringing their like, you know, what they want to express to the platform. I feel like it's making a broader view of all perspectives. Like, you know, just because it stemmed from black culture, it doesn't mean like, you know, anyone nowadays can't make it in the industry.
It's maturing as a genre.
What do you believe, or what do you think is who do you think is your favorite hip hop artist right now?
In what aspect?
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
As a person, I would say hands down Chance the Rapper, just because of his career as a whole, not just in hip hop, but what he's doing as a person. So I fuck with him as a person the most. Musically, I've been on Kid Quill. Super heavy, just because every time I listen to it, boosts my mood, helps me get motivated to do what I gotta do throughout the day. So, yeah, that's my take. Alright. Okay, so that's just my take on things. What do you think?
So personally, you already know my favorite artist in hip hop is Chance the Rapper. He definitely influenced me to look at life more positively and upbringing. One of the biggest things that I've got from him is going back to the positivity, not letting, you know, we all fuck up in life, you know, and eventually like you got to learn how to bounce back. And that's one thing that stemmed from me listening to him, because, you know, he used to be on like super heavy on drugs and acid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he bounced back, and look at the man he is now, like using his platforms to like do things that are better for not only the country, but showing the act of kindness in the world. Like, the man is trying to rebuild the south side of Chicago himself, funding, you know, using his platforms and all that good stuff, bringing positivity to the hood, and I love that.
At the end of the day, he's setting an example too. It's like, because we see people like that are doing great, giving back, like not just like giving money to charity, but like giving their whole being into giving back. It's motivating. It's like, why are we trying to come up like that? It just gives you something to think about.
I love that. Gets the drive going. You know what I mean? All right, next topic. how has hip hop most influenced you?
It's given me more drive. It's weird to say that like just music can like change the way you look at things, but it's true wholeheartedly. It's like going to the gym. I used to go in listening to my heavy metal, and I'd get angry, and like they say it makes you feel better, but does it really? I mean, you listen to some Nipsey Hussle going to the gym or going to work, and automatically gonna be like, let's get this bread, let's do it, let's be great at something. And I think it's gonna contribute a lot to who I'm gonna be in the future, and so that's how hip hop has influenced me.
So back to what you were saying, you just brought up Nipsey and the influence of Nipsey of helping you in the gym and bringing you more of like a positive drive. You know what I mean? Not like anger, fuck everyone. Like I'm just mad and I want to lift. Like more of like do that shit for like self-fulfillment. You know, like you're getting something out of it and you're going. And I feel like the music expresses that, and like that's why that Nipsey and Chance were probably one of my biggest hip hop influencers throughout. You know, I remember since Chance probably since like sophomore junior year of high school, and then like Nipsey, I remember my boy Jordan. He really put me on Nipsey. I can't even lie. Like we used to go work out it's crazy. Like we used to work out together, and like he used to just blast that shit, and I used to love it. Like that shit used to keep me going. Like my fuel, man. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like the man's lyrically, and you know, lyrically and talentedly, the man is just wonderful. And the man's work at, I love him. This is one of the biggest reasons I love him. He practiced what he preaches. Like I was going back to Chance, like bouncing back. Nipsey done been to jail and lost everything, and still came back and put everything he had into the game. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine that losing everything twice. I'm pretty sure it was like twice or three times, and still coming back. Like you really gotta love what you do and have passion and drive. Exactly. That's crazy. Passion and drive, baby. Passion and drive. Don't get tired, you know what I mean? We fail 1,000 times. This video actually screwed up 3 times, but no one's probably gonna see it because of course I'm gonna cut it out a bit to make it smooth. But like the camera stopped working and we had to film the same scenes like 4 times. Like you can't stop just because stuff messes up. That should just make you like want to work harder to get it perfect, you know what I mean? We're working for progression, not perfection. You know what I mean? We're trying to get better every day. Even when I think I'm at my best, I know I'm still gonna want to get better. And I just love the positivity part of hip hop right now. It's amazing.
Let's see.
Next, what do you think is the most powerful hip hop line that you've heard, or the most powerful quote that a hip hop artist has said?
You're gonna have to cut some time. I gotta think this one down for a second. Shit. I don't know. One that I've been on really heavy, and it's not even like super inspirational. It just really applied to me, so it's been in my head for like a solid 6 months since I've heard it. It's a song by NF. It's I can't even remember the name right now, but he says I look at the world from a different angle. People change, even Satan used to be an angel. And it's like, I'm not even super religious like that, but it's just, I've met so many people that just change on a dime. And it's like, it's back into that inspiring, like bettering yourself kind of stuff. It's like, just from that one line, I've learned to like change the way I look at people, not to give so much faith in there, just because I know not everyone's down for you. Not everyone's going to help you out like that. So self-improvement, hip-hop helped me do that once again. So that's my take.
Fuck yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Bringing that love out.
Nothing but love. What you got?
So mine is actually a quote, and it's actually from like Gucci Mane when he like just like got out of jail, dropped his album, did his thing. Gucci, for example, Gucci done been caught down so many times, and that man comes back even harder every single time, man. Much love for Gucci. But recently he was just in an interview, and I can't remember if it was the Breakfast Club or like the Brotherhood. I think that's the interview show, but it was one of the two. And Gucci said what drives him is going so hard that you. Gucci said what drives him is going so hard that you inspire somebody else, and that really stuck with me. You know what I mean? Like,
I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
I might not be, you know, whoever, like, I might not be a star or anything, but you know what? I felt that at a different level, because like once I started like going after positivity and influencing others, like I don't care if I influence one person or 100 people. I just love the fact that I can, you know, help other people know that there's something to, you know, drive and go get what you want and never give up. I love that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it just goes right back to the root of the whole quote. Go so hard, you inspire someone. I love showing people that like everything isn't perfect. Like, for instance, I was just talking about this video. It doesn't always go perfect, you know what I mean? But we always work to bounce back and do it even better than the first time, you know? Because what don't break you makes you, baby. Alright guys, so the last question on this topic is, who do you believe is the best hip-hop artist right now?
I'm going to take a solid pass on this one. I'm not going to talk out my ass on this one. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I've only really been into hip-hop for realistically a year and a half, 2 years maybe. So rather than just say some bullshit I don't believe in, I'm just going to hand this one off to you.
I feel that. I feel that. We can respect that. Keeping it real, keeping it 100. So right now, see, this question to me is really what you feel personally on what the drive of hip hop is and what determines an artist. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like I feel like hands down, Meek Mill is one of the best artists right now, for sure. The man, like, he had, just like Gucci and all them, he had a huge comeback, and that man dropped lyrics when he came back. You know what I mean? 15 years of probation, you know you're gonna get some more time with me? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Those are lyrics that are deeper than the meaning. Deeper than the surface, you know what I mean? I love that shit. So yeah, that's who I personally believe is the best hip-hop artist right now. I do. Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other artists working hella hard. I just feel like, you know, Meek just got through some tough shit, and he really came back and, you know, put out his best work.
Oh, see, that's the hard thing too. Why I didn't want to say anything, because you got people that are working hard and people that are skilled. It's like right now, Juice WRLD's on the come up. I just noticed like his skills, what he's doing. I got a lot of respect for him. Meek Mill,
yeah,
like just always up there. It's just, and then Russ doesn't even get that much spotlight, but from the get-go, you can see just how much shit he's putting out. You know that there's more to what he's doing than what we all see. It's just,
man, and expanding on a little bit of Russ. I know this year there was like a fuck Russ movement and all of that. And if no one knows what the fuck Russ movement was, it wasn't because, you know, people really didn't like Russ. What happened was I forget who it was, but Russ was like, all y'all do is like flaunt drugs and, you know, popping pills, and now you teaching that to the younger generation. Like, there's a lot of privileged motherfuckers listening to this. Like we just talked about hip hop being spread on, you know, to all platforms, to all cultures throughout the whole US, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who like really aren't even going through it, like stuff at that extent to where they need to be, you know, falling into drug addiction, but they are solely because they're listening to music that's flaunting that, making it a status quo, and everyone in our day and age is just all about the status quo, you know what I mean? And what Russ is really trying to do is just, you know, trying to influence in a better perspective. Like, it's cool to flaunt your chain or whatever, you know what I mean? But drugs, like, you know, we're trying to build the next. Russ said it himself. He's trying to build the next generation better better than, you know, the generation now. So he wants everyone to realize it early, that it's not all about drugs, money, and fucking bitches, you know? A lot of times the artists like him, like, they get underrated from that. You know, trying to give out a positive word.
Oh yeah. So yeah, bottom line, we fuck with Russ.
There you go. Alright everyone, now we're going to wrap it up, and we are going to leave you with a motivational quote of the day. And what we're going to do is base it solely off hip hop. Let's just do that, you know what I mean? And actually we're going to go off the Gucci one. I want everybody to go so hard that you inspire someone. Let them see your grind. Don't flaunt it, just grind. And I promise you, when you grind hard enough, you won't even have to say nothing. Everyone will see it themselves.
Fuck yeah.
Let's get that shit if y'all love this video. Yes, we got Barrett the Bastard here. I forgot to give him the introduction, so we're going to give him the exit.
I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
You feel me? If y'all fucked with this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the page. Give us a thumbs up. And we out.